Folks, you may be wondering why I'm wearing all of this gear, and it's for a very good and very serious reason. You see, I want to apply to be an agent with Gas LLC, which is a company that employs personal security experts, bodyguards, and bounty hunters, and I have to look good and competitive if I'm going to work alongside this guy. There's so much happening here. Oh no. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is Harold Wolf Davis, and I only reveal that because it's on his LinkedIn, and he runs Gas LLC. He's actually the Chief Operations Officer and founder, and they're a bodyguard slash security slash bounty hunter business. I don't really know. I really want to break this down and talk about what we're seeing here because it's just pure insanity and it's too good not to talk about. And I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's tons of fun to hang out with, but there are some things we absolutely have to address. Now, the first thing I want to address is my own personal experience. For those of you new to the channel, I was military police for a number of years. I worked with CID as a drug suppression investigator, and I also was a military police investigator during which I did some security missions, two of which involved protecting General Mark Milley. Some of you may recognize that name. I have done some security work on the civilian side. I'm not going to talk about that. A lot of it I contractually cannot talk about, but I am going to tell you that I am experienced. I do know what I'm talking about. Let's start at the top with his hat. A gas agent. All right. Name of the company, what he does with the company. Not too many problems with that. We drop down to his ear. He's got an earpiece, which makes sense if someone's communicating with him. Otherwise, doesn't make sense at all. He kind of looks like he is doing this solo because you would not need this much gear if you had backup, presumably. I've never in my life worn this much gear for anything, and I've done some pretty cool things in my life. This is a lot. Too much, some might say. Now, he's got this leather trench coat, which I'm pretty sure if you look at the sleeves is not leather. That looks like a rubbery sort of material. Which is fine. Leather trench coats are expensive, and all those gizmos and gadgets add up. We're not Bruce Wayne. We can't be expected to have the full package. Not yet, though. I believe in him. He'll get there. I'm sorry. I have to stop for a second because I look at him and my brain just goes, you had a thought? Not anymore, bud. We've secured it. We're security. There was a bounty on that thought. We collected it. Turned it in for the bounty. Underneath that trench coat is a very, very bright orange polo. I don't have an issue with it being bright orange. He obviously wants to be noticed. That orange is going to do the job. I don't like the color scheme. Not a huge fan. Looks like he's a pumpkin. The scariest, most deadly pumpkin you ever seen in your life. But it's just kind of giving me that vibe. I would not dress like this personally for a lot of reasons, but it does make him noticeable. He does have his name embroidered on it. Good for him. He also has that embroidered on the jacket. And you'll notice that his name is Wolf. It's not his name. That's his nickname, which I'm going to go out on a limb, guess that he gave it to himself. Okay, fine. Hey, you run the company. You get to name yourself. It's fine. On the other side of that shirt, though, is a badge embroidered onto the shirt. Not a problem with that either. He's in Alabama. I believe Alabama, you can wear a badge. It just can't be a badge of an existing police agency or law enforcement agency. So not having a problem with that. I do notice his undershirt. I kind of think that's a army shirt. One of the tan shirts that you'd have prior to probably 2014, if my memory serves correctly. Just a guess, it really does look like that. Interesting thought. And we move down, and we see, is that a whistle? Is that mace? I don't know what that is. And then, of course, he's got a cross, because you gotta, right? Because nobody's gonna cross him, except for Jesus. And next to that is another badge. Now, this, I think, might be my favorite part of... No, it's not. There's too much going on for that to be my favorite part, but I love this. You don't need two badges next to each other. You don't need it embroidered on your shirt and also hanging around your neck. That does not make sense. That's not how it's done. Let's keep moving. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just killing me. Let's keep going. Oh, boy. If we go down, he's got a katana? That's a katana. What are you doing with that? What are you going to do with that? What's the plan? Is it just like stuck in your belt? Is it not secured? Is it secured? I don't know. I can't tell. There's too much going on. Next to it, is that a holster? For like a side? I think he's got a side holster. I don't know. I can't tell if it has anything in it, honestly. But he has guns. We're not there yet. There's so much going on right here. Right below the katana, the hilt there, he's got, I think, a knife with a blade unsheathed pointing out. Like, if he bends over, it's going into his stomach. So I don't know what the plan is there. Is it in backwards? Is it double bladed? Is it like a throwing knife? Why would you need a throwing knife? I don't know that's what it is. But look at the rest of him. We can dream. Next to that, he does have a big old knife. My goodness. Why? You've already got a katana. Why do you need another knife right there? Next to that knife, he's got what looks like a drop leg holster with magazines in it, which is an incredibly inconvenient place for magazines. But I assume that just the rest of his belt was so taken up by all the other unnecessary things, he had to put the magazine somewhere. Now, generally, you want your magazines to be the most accessible thing, because if you need to get your magazines, it's because you're in a problem. You found yourself in a situation you don't want to be in, and you want to be able to get to those additional bullets very, very quickly. So, I have problems with that placement. I don't know if there's another gun next to them. It would not surprise me. I cannot tell based on this image right here. I would love to meet this man and be like, walk me through this and walk me through the thought process. But we're not there yet. Let's keep going. In his left hand, first of all, it looks like he has some sort of arm guard on, covering up his hand. This is a Kevlar sleeve to protect against slashing, but his looks like it has some sort of hard material on it to protect against hard object strikes, which is probably what I have the fewest issues with in all of this. That's actually not a bad call. When doing security, a lot of it is more defensive than it is offensive. So, yeah, that's a great call. But hold on a second. No, I didn't see this. Hold on. Next to that knife, next to his just collection of crotch knives, is that another badge? Why would you need 3 badges? I don't even know. We're gonna move on to, oh my god, the gun in his left hand. It looks like a 1911, which you can generally get in 2 types. You have your 45 ACP and you have your 9mm, and those are the types of rounds that you can fire out of them. 45, if I remember correctly, you can only hold 8 rounds, which is 7 in a magazine, 1 in the chamber. For 9mm, you can only hold 10, which is 9 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. 1911, beautiful gun. Not what I would want for security purposes. If I'm going to have something that holds that small amount of ammo, I'm going for a much more concealable compact pistol. Otherwise, I'm looking for something that can hold 12 to 16 rounds. Now, of course, you do have magazines. You get good at loading, sure. But we've already pointed out that his magazines are kind of hard to get to. So not a great choice. And then we go to his other gun, which is a revolver with a scope mounted on it. What on earth is that? How? Why? What? A revolver is a terrible choice for security. You only have 5 to 6 shots before you need to reload individual rounds. A scope? What do you need a scope for, dude? Who are you sniping from a clock tower? And if you're doing that, why not have a rifle? He probably does have a rifle strapped to his back. I mean, look at this. It's probably tucked away on the back of that coat somewhere. Why would you have a scoped revolver? There is no good reason. I can't think of a single reason that I would accept as being good. I can't even think straight right now. Because what is that? We're going to move past it. He's got something in his left pocket. I sure hope it's not important, because good luck getting to it. I sure hope that's not where he keeps his security license. We move down to his knee pads. I mean, what? What are you planning on doing? Hold on. He is kind of old. right? He's got that gray beard. Maybe that makes sense if he's like gonna go to the ground. He doesn't want to shatter a knee or a hip. Does he have hip pads? He might. I don't know. There's so much going on. Wow. The knee pads. Like, there are times where knee pads are great. If I was in combat, I would love to have knee pads because I'm going to be sliding around everywhere, dropping to my knees to take a shooting position. What is he doing? The boots. I mean, good sturdy boots. That's not. Is that a little boot gun he's got in there? I think that's like a tiny little 1 to 2 shot pistol he's got tucked away in his left boot. Come on, my guy. What are you thinking? What are you planning on? Imagine going through a metal detector. Like, oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. Nope, one more thing. Hold on. One more thing. It'll take an hour. I want to know how much all this weighs and how fast and how far he can run with it. If I was going to hire this guy, I'd be like, hey, we're going to go run 2 miles. And if you can keep up with me, maybe. Not really. I would not hire this man. Like, you're ready for a fight, dude. How's your stamina? Oh my God, there's probably stuff I'm missing too. There's so much happening here. And I wish I had just like 50 more pictures. But I do have more pictures, actually. 2 people now. I'm guessing they maybe work together. The guy on the left, I'll accept that. That makes sense to me. He's ready for a fight. He's wearing leg protection that you'd expect on someone that was going to deal with a riot. So, riot control. Not necessarily a bad call if that's the kind of shenanigans he's getting into. Not much happening in the way of gear, which is fine by me. You don't necessarily need all that gear. And there's our boy with this. I can't. I'll keep going. All right. I'm over it. He has his katana strapped to his back. What are you planning on doing, my dude? I want to know if he can actually draw it from that position. Because to draw a sword strapped to your back, you have to extend all the way out. I'm not seeing it. He's got his 2 badges in his front. Does not make sense. He's got claws. Just in case. Okay. I'm assuming there's a gun on there somewhere. Probably multiple guns. I can't see what all of that is. His magazine pouch is a much more reasonable place, and it is canted at that 90-degree angle. I have no problem with that. I've worn it like that before. There are times where that does make sense. It really depends on your training and experience and how you do that. And he does have that arm thing, that arm guard, whatever. Great. That's, again, I have the fewest problems with that. Of all of this, that is what I like the most. Fine. Sure. He's also got his very intense shin guards and the drop leg holster. There we go. How many guns do we think? I'm guessing 3. I'm guessing he's got at least 3 right here. Probably still that one in the boot. If you're looking to hire someone for security, this is a warning sign. Just like animals in nature, the bright colors and flashy appearance is there to tell you stay away. Now, you might say, well, that just means stay away bad guys. No, you, the consumer, stay away. These pictures, by the way, are coming from thumbtack.com, uploaded presumably by the man himself. And before we go through more pictures, let's read his introduction. It says, I am Harold L. Davis, not Harold W. Davis. W being for Wolf, his nickname, which we're still assuming he gave to himself. It says, I am also known as Agent Wolf. There it is. There's the wolf. I am the owner and founder of Agasts LLC, Armed Guardian Angel Secured Transportation Services. That's what I guess the Agast stands for. Okay. We at Agasts LLC are personal security experts, which I doubt, bodyguards, and bounty hunters. We strive to meet or exceed the expectations of our clients. It doesn't matter if we are protecting an individual or family or hunting down dangerous fugitives. We place the satisfaction and safety of our clients above our own. God empowered us. That's on him, not on me. With various opportunities, skills, and knowledge. We use these gifts to serve our families, friends, and communities, country, and our world against all threats that may come. How much of the world are you protecting? Now, the overview says, hired 10 times, 9 years in business. That should be a red flag. Now, hey, these aren't always accurate, but I have additional questions. So let's go through the pictures, and then we start with this one that says, protect Pastor Troy, job type private investigation. Private, do you not mean like security if you're protecting him? Because private investigation requires an additional license. The picture is kind of intense of our boy Wolf here. There's a lot going on. He's not wearing his orange shirt, unfortunately, and he's missing a lot of his gear, which is probably a good thing. But he's still got that sort of leather trench coat look. Not sure if this is the same one. And now we have this dude who, and I'm getting this vibe that they weren't actually paid to do this. That they were just at the concert and were just like, oh, let's get some pictures with our boy. Yeah, we totally protected him? ? I'm getting that vibe. And I wonder, where's this dude's equipment? Does he not need all that gear the other dude does? Is he just like super skilled at hand-to-hand combat? He's like Odd Job, he takes that hat off and just incapacitate people? Maybe this is a dress for the job you want kind of job. Whereas this guy's, wants something simple. And the other guy wants to protect Los Angeles from vampires. And then we have this picture, which I don't think is real at all. This girl was just real sad with her hands cupped in the front. I'm pretty sure they just paid her. Like, hey, I know some girl that, would look good in the photograph. We'll handcuff her. In the front? No. You handcuff them in the back. Where do we take the picture? Oh, let's go to the local jail. Does that not look like a jail? Additionally, you don't generally post these kind of pictures because you might get sued for some sort of defamation. For posting the picture without context, etc., etc., etc. There are a lot of reasons you wouldn't do it. I don't think this is real. Mostly because I don't think these guys have ever done bounty hunting for realsies. There's no evidence for or against it. Well, actually, there is evidence against it, which is how the dude dresses. You'll hear him coming from a mile away. And then the next picture is just a picture of him in his car, which is an odd choice as well. Although, maybe he's showing off the knife in his back seat. You can never have too many knives. Although I'm sure he's coming very close to that threshold. Perhaps he's just saying, hey, I always sleep with one eye open. I just alternate them so that I'm always protecting you. I have no idea. Strange choice. I actually like this picture. I'm going to be honest with you. Of all the pictures of him doing security stuff, he's not even doing security stuff. But this is the most professional picture of him I've seen. This I'm cool with. It's an old picture, but this makes me think, oh, security professional. Honestly, it does. Like this, yes. And here's a picture of him in a suit. Great, suits are professional. A lot of jewelry going on, not super professional. Also, I kind of hate that he has that much jewelry. Not because of the religious stuff, but because if I'm fighting a dude and he's got big old chains around his neck, guess what I'm using to pull him around? Those chains. Really good way of controlling someone's body in a fight. Grabbing their hair, grabbing their jewelry. And he wears some pretty substantial jewelry. Substantial being, if I pulled on it, probably wouldn't snap. The picture is very blurry. It looks like a selfie. Definitely not professional. But if you look... Now, if you look on his back wall, though, he's got the swords and the shield, which is just hilarious to me. Because, of course he does. I can't explain it, but of course he has the swords and the shields. He's got claws on his vest. Of course he's got that. Of course he's that guy. Does he know how to use any of this stuff? I kind of doubt it. He probably goes out and with a watermelon, just, got it. I can use these. No, my guy. No. Oh, no. Shotgun Willies. And he's got his gear on, and he doesn't have all of his gear on, but he's got still too many badges. I mean, good for him for living his life, but I don't think he's pulling security here at all. There's nobody there. I think he saw that there was nobody there, saw the barriers, and went, photo op. Smart man, but I'm not buying it. Okay. Not exactly professional. Not one that I would include in the pictures of the company. Okay. Okay. Again, not professional. Oh my God. His pants. Okay, that's old army. Stop it. So I think I was right about that tan shirt. Oh, no. I don't even know what all of his gear... Oh, his vest is a mess, though. Look, okay, all those chains, the pockets are everywhere. I don't know what the gear is he's got. He's still got that badge and the it's making me mad. It's not stolen valor, but that's not what I'm... Because someone's going to say it. No, it's just him and his idea of what security should be, and just, this is not professional, and he looks like he's 5 feet tall. I don't know, man. It's just from the point of view of professionalism and effectiveness, nothing here meets those criteria. Nothing. Oh, it kills me. And then finally we have a picture of his badge. Okay, fine, yeah, cool, sure. Apparently Alabama's chill about having a badge as long as he has a security license. I have no reason to believe he does not. But again, I draw your attention to the background, which is very dirty, messy, lacks professionalism. Find a wall, get the picture, good to go. I know I'm bashing this dude, but I hope he's successful. I hope he's doing well. If he wants to reach out to me, Wolf, if you want to reach out to me, I can give you some pointers. I actually did this professionally as a soldier and civilian. I can definitely walk you through some things that maybe you could do differently. And if you're happy with what you're doing, if it's working for you, hey, ignore me. All right? I'm just having a bit of cheeky fun from one security guy to the next. But please contact me. We got to have a talk. But I do want to check out his LinkedIn. See what his experience, educated in Central Texas College, explains the hat. Ultimate Medical Academy, associate's degree in healthcare management. That's pretty cool, actually. That's really nice. What is the Ultimate Medical Academy? Ultimate Medical Academy is a nonprofit healthcare educational institution with a national presence. For over 27 years, we've offered a comprehensive accredited healthcare education with more than 69,000 alumni. Nice. We are institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds legit. I don't know how much of that is legit, but okay. Interesting to be sure, but not terribly important. What does catch my eye is the fact that he was a combat engineer for the United States Army from 92 to 98. Nice. Good for you. Last I checked, combat engineers don't really do much security work, although maybe they did at the time, and maybe I just didn't become familiar with everything a combat engineer does. Sure, I'll accept that. What I want to know is why he went from combat engineer to helicopter mechanic for the United States Army. Interesting. Combat engineer is a pretty sought-after position. Helicopter mechanic, a little easier to get. So I'd love to know, and there's probably a perfectly reasonable explanation, was this his choice or was he forced into it? Do you say, hey, this really isn't doing it for me, I want to do something that will give me a better, more options outside of the Army. When I get out, I'll be able to go into helicopter repair and maintenance for, I don't know, Boeing or something. Is that the choice? Was that what he did? Or was it, hey, you're getting kicked out of combat engineers, we're going to relocate you to a different MOS? Was it that? I don't know. A lot of questions with this guy. I'd love to talk to him about it. Wolf, contact me. And then from there, he did that from 98 to 2006. 2006, he became aviation life support equipment instructor, and that ended in 2012, which gives us the exact right timeline for that tan shirt and those pants. From there, in 2013, he didn't go into helicopter aviation mechanics. He became the chief operations officer of Agasts. Okay. Interesting choice. Still a lot of questions. And then from there, he was a bodyguard and bounty hunter, still with Agasts. Sure. Interesting. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. So let's find out what other people thought. Mom, can we rent Blade? No, we have Blade at home. Blade at home. Them. We offer security. This guy. We offer security against all threats, living or undead. But he has garlic cloves in his pockets. I would not put it past him. All you need to mess with that guy is a big rare earth magnet. I am so glad I was made aware of this guy. And thank you to the person who sent this to me. If you have questions, I probably do not have answers about this, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more nonsense, because you know how I be. And until the next time, be good, stay safe.